The Selective Catalytic Reduction System, or SCR, is a key component of the emissions system. It uses diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF, to further reduce the emissions passed to it from the DPF. For the SCR to do its job properly, it requires monitoring the DEF and periodically refilling it. In the Multi-Information Display, or MID, you can monitor the fluid level in the DEF tank. When the tank is full, you'll see 4 green bars. When it's down to 1 bar, you'll need to refill the tank. This gauge is the only accurate measurement of the tank's fluid. Before refilling the DEF tank, be sure the engine is off. The tank is located on the driver's side frame rail, behind the cab. It will hold 4.2 gallons of DEF. There is an optional locking cap to prevent loss and contamination. This sight tube is designed to help you gauge how much DEF you're adding to the tank when refilling, to prevent overfilling and spillage. This is not an accurate measurement of the tank's fluid level. For that, you need to use the DEF gauge in the MID. Some DEF containers have a dedicated spout that fits into the tank's opening. However, you may need to use a funnel. But it's critical to keep the DEF from getting contaminated, so be sure the funnel is clean and hasn't been used with oil. And if you do spill any DEF, just wash it away. It's a colorless and transparent liquid, but it can be corrosive if not washed away. Depending on the conditions, you may smell an odor. Be sure only to use DEF that is certified by the American Petroleum Institute, or API. It's available at your authorized Isuzu dealer or your service provider. Using any substance other than API-certified DEF can cause costly damage to the SCR system and even more costly truck downtime. If the system runs low on DEF while you're driving, the reduced engine power and DEF indicator lights will appear, a chime will sound, and the refilled DEF message will appear in the MID. Continuing to drive too long after these warning indicators have illuminated will result in a severe speed limitation to keep the truck operating within emission guidelines. Your top speed will be limited in progressive stages, starting at 55 miles an hour, then 35 miles an hour, and then 5 miles an hour, to let you know it's time to refill the DEF. Refilling the DEF should return the truck to normal operation. If the system detects a malfunction or incorrect DEF, this message will appear in the MID, and you'll need to have the system inspected and serviced at your authorized Isuzu dealer. When the exhaust system message appears, the SCR system will turn on other indicator lights and limit speed in progressive stages. If you're operating in cold weather climates, the DEF may freeze. This is normal. The vehicle can still be driven when the DEF is frozen. The system will thaw it out by circulating warm engine coolant around the system. In low-temperature environments, you should not park the truck for a long period of time with the low fluid level in the DEF tank or the indicator on. This may prevent the sensor from resetting when DEF is added. See your owner's manual for more information. When storing DEF, the shelf life can vary depending on the room temperature of the storage place. Check the storage instructions on your DEF container for detailed information.